Cab off the rank for 2016. Let's dive right in the deep end as we kick off. I think we could do with a little global warming here in Manchester right now. On my way to work, there was snow all over the hills, and being an Aussie girl, I'm used to beaches, sand, blue water, blue sky, cold beer, and whatever else I can get my sweaty little hands on. I've only ever touched snow once before in my life, and it was in London last year, and it snowed overnight, but it all melted by 11 a.m., so that wasn't very exciting. I made a snowball, though, and that was exciting. But I think in terms of the global warming so-called phenomena, the jig is up, folks. These politicians have environmental conferences all around the world, and they fly in private jets with their little entourages and get their chauffeur-driven limousines with only one person in the back, and they leave a carbon footprint the size of Godzilla. What a joke it all is as they discuss so-called global warming. I don't doubt that we're doing damage to the planet. That is a given. But this world is an old place, and there is a lot more going on here than meets the eye. And as such, I want to direct you to an article by the Health Ranger himself at naturalnews.com. I highly recommend this site. Now, here's something very, very interesting. 1,500 ppm of carbon dioxide can be achieved by generating this into your greenhouse and doubling your growth. So for only pennies a day, any greenhouse owner can produce CO2 to help increase plant yields in their greenhouses. Now, you might know that CO2 is apparently heating up our world and we're producing too much of it, but this is actually a very interesting turn of events. The message on CO2 generators sold by greenhouse supply companies across the United States and Canada indicate that 1,500 ppm of carbon dioxide can be achieved. These generators automatically provide the carbon dioxide needed to meet quote-unquote maximum growing potential for only pennies a day. You can view it yourself. Just go to naturalnews.com and type in carbon generators, and that'll take you directly to their site. CO2 generators improve plant quality and increase production. They're made in the USA and run on propane or natural gas, turning fossil fuels into carbon dioxide. Now, why the hell would carbon dioxide be doubling your yield in your plants, and yet it's bad for our plant world and it's bad for our world? So there's a little bit of, I'm sure there's going to be people out there saying you don't know what you're talking about and carbon dioxide is bad, blah, 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 blah. But there's an ever-increasing different camps emerging from the scientific world, and 9/11 can prove that there's these different camps emerging in the scientific world, and some are for and some are very against what we're seeing. So it's not a pollutant that threatens human civilization, as has been ridiculously claimed by global warming doomsday pushers. CO2 actually increases plant yield, accelerates regreening, and improves reforestation of the planet. And while today's atmosphere contains only 400 ppm of carbon dioxide, CO2 generators can help raise that level to 1,500 ppm inside greenhouses, thereby accelerating growth and food production. So I just want you to keep that in mind, that they actually sell generators that increase CO2 in greenhouses. So we need to ask ourselves, what is CO2 doing to our atmosphere, and do we really want to take it out? This is David Bowie. God knows I'm good.